Hey guys, what is up? It's Bibs7 here again, and welcome to another episode of the Road to 120 Slayer. This is going to be the final episode for my double XP weekend grind, and that is the previous double XP weekend, of course, not the one that's coming up in just 2 weeks or so now in November, but yeah, I obviously have spaced these episodes out quite a bit as I've not been doing too much on my main account or going for the finishing up the Slayer just yet, but I am going to be finishing it on the next double XP weekend, which is again in 2 weeks, and I'll be getting 120 there. So I'll probably have one episode of tasks I did between the weekends, and then the last episode or two will just be the double XP weekend that's coming up where I finish off the 120. But this video is pretty much like almost all post commentary, aside from like I think the first 3 clips or so are live commentary, because this is obviously coming up on the tail end of the double XP weekend hours, and I had been up for pretty much the whole I stayed up like all night on the on the Sunday going into the Monday morning when it ended. So that is why I have so many post commentary clips, because I was getting really tired and wanting to, obviously not wanting to talk too much while I was grinding out these last couple of hours. So yeah, I'll let you guys enjoy these first couple of live commentary clips, and then we'll jump into the post commentary for the remainder of the video. Nice long and relaxing task of corrupted creatures nearly finished off here. Really enjoy getting these for sure, just because like they hit so much less than the Soul Devours in general, and they're just so much, you can just like not really pay like any attention at all and just kind of not have any issues with your health, and then it still goes by fast. I don't know. I really like the whole Sophanum Slayer dungeon idea, especially with like the corruption is the main thing that I really think is cool, like where you get that damage bonus. And I've been getting quite a few keys recently from there, so making up for some of the costs of other tasks mainly, because I'm not really picking up any drops besides big ones, and keys are big enough obviously to pick up, but on other tasks I'm not really picking up anything. But I'll go ahead and use a ticket there to take the Arets, so we don't have to skip at all. I don't know how many tickets I have left. I have a lot from the merchant and stuff. So why the hell do I have 82 agility arena tickets? Yeah, I still have 50 tickets, so I'm not really worried about that. But yeah, I'm going to head off to some Arets. Alright guys, we're about to finish up Arets here, and for once I have actually got a nice timing where the task is about to be done right as my aggression pot is run out, so that's pretty cool. I actually got a pair of Razorback gauntlets during this task, which I think is really rare. As far as I can remember, I've never gotten a pair before, so yeah, must be a pretty rare drop. They're only worth like 1.5 mil though, so it's not like anything I really care about, but still, I mean, any little bit helps, I guess. Or like for something that'll actually pick up, that is. Either way though, let's see what we have. Oh, gross. Definitely don't want to do Lava Strike Worms at all. Those are booty. Okay, we'll take the Soul Devours. Ice Strike Worms aren't that great XP, and they do take kind of a long time, mainly because of the whole animation you have to do with like getting them to come up out of the ground is the main problem. So don't really feel like dealing with that, but we're gonna head over to some more Soul Devours here, and yeah, I'll see you guys for the end of that task when we finish it. Just catching the last kill of the task here. All my potions ran out just a little bit ago, so I decided to not reapply for the end of the task. Only 2 keys this time around, but wasn't too bad. I was getting kind of destroyed. Like I was dropping pretty low on health sometimes. I had to like make sure I devoed and got the full extension to get my health back up, and I couldn't figure out why until I realized I was still wearing the split dragon tooth from the Aret task. So apparently Amulet of Souls does make a bigger difference than you really, might expect at tasks like that, with that 10% damage reduction increase to your protection prayers, I guess. So yeah, it was a little interesting thing I noticed. I think Kaldarian demons are actually like way worse than I thought they were. Yeah, well, they're not that bad. 440k, a little bit worse than Arets, but they're way more annoying to kill, I would say, than Arets. So I'm not going to do that. Acheron Mammoths is beautiful. I'll take those. Usually, I don't know. Since I just had Soul Devourers, I'll take the Acheron Mammoths, but Soul Devourers are technically better XP task, I think, but I just prefer to do the Mammoths right now because I was just at the Devourers and they're pretty comparable, but the Mammoths just give such like a large amount of XP for the one task, similar to like Gemstone Dragons. So yeah, I'm gonna head over to those right now, and I'll see you guys for the end of that. Alright, so we have some Acheron Mammoth task here that we are just about to finish up, and like I said, we are now jumping into, oh my god, how did I not die? Did I just sign? I signed right there. I really hate Acheron Mammoths for the fact that they can spam their spec as much as they want, and I think what happened there actually was I got my prayer disabled right as it started its spec, unless I'm wrong and I was just praying the wrong thing because I was so tired, but that was the very end of the task, and we finished it up there. But like I said, we are going into the post commentary for the remainder of the video here, as there was no more commentary that I was willing to do because I was so tired. Next up though, we get some Creatures of the Lost Grove, one of easily the best tasks to be getting on my preferred list and everything, and I am doing this sweat mode, Oldok Coil with the Blood Barrage and the Forticken and all that stuff, so we are going for the max XP gains here. I was really grinding hard over this double XP weekend and pulling out all the stops to get as much XP as possible, and it is quite annoying to stay alive when doing these kinds of methods, but we did manage to finish off the task, grab our Oldok Coil as fast as we can, and dip out of there before we get knocked out. And I think I just grabbed myself the heated tea flask out to restore myself, but as you can see by my vampirism aura, pretty much that took about 14 minutes for that entire task of Grove Creatures, which normally takes a lot longer than that if you're doing, you know, the standard methods. So that's pretty sweet. I was happy with that, just because of the sweaty methods I was going for. It allowed me to get a lot faster of a task completion. We get Shadow Creatures here, and I do go ahead and prefer these as well, and now that's pretty much the perfect prefer list for what I want going forwards with Slayer. If you want to pause on that, you can check it out, but I'll see if I can just think of it from memory. I think it was Acheron Mammoths, Grove Creatures, Gemstone Dragons, these Shadow Creatures. I can't remember it from memory. I'm missing the last two. I think Ripper Demons were on there as well. And then there's one last one that I can't remember. It might be Abyssal Demons, but I don't think I preferred them. Maybe Arets, but no, it shouldn't be Arets. I don't know. Why the hell am I just standing here AFK? I don't know. Just waiting for my aggression potion to wear off. That must have been it, yeah. And then we're going to go grab a new task here for, I don't know why I could have just dragged my thing, but we're going to go grab a new task here for the next clip. Maybe we'll have to skip and I'll be able to see that last thing on my prefer list, because now it's kind of nagging at me. I can't remember. No, we do get Soul Devourers here, so no need to skip. Oh, it's Soul Devourers and Corrupted Creatures. Those are the last two. There was two more. Okay, so I think that was it. So it's Soul Devourers, Corrupted Creatures, Gemstone Dragons, Grove Creatures, Shadow Creatures, and Acheron Mammoths and Ripper Demons. You can have 8, right? That sounds like a lot, but maybe I believe all of those are on. If any of those aren't on, it would be the Acheron Mammoths, I think, so maybe I'm wrong on that, but finishing up the task here, we did get only 1 key to the crossing, although those have gone down in price a lot, especially after this weekend ended, so wasn't too big a deal, honestly. I was just in there for the XP. And the next assignment we get is some more Creatures of the Lost Grove, and these two tasks do get a bit annoying to do over and over just because of the way they are like a bit sweaty, but at this point, I was just going all out for the XP, and I went ahead and did another one of the Oldok Coil tasks here at the Lost Grove, getting myself a lot more XP in the process, and it went pretty quick as well. This one, maybe it was a bit longer, 17 minutes it's looking like with the Vampirism Aura. I think I did use my Helion reset on Vampirism just because I wasn't PVMing at all during these, and I figured why not use it just to make this task be a little bit less aids to do because of the fact that you're getting hit by so many of these guys at once and they deal so much damage. But we are dipping out of there now as we complete the task and grab our coil quickly, and we're going to head back for our next assignment. And I did manage to have my aggression potion run out just in time for the end of the task, it looks like. And we are about 2.6 mil off of 117 Slayer, as you can see right there. And I think that's where you unlock the final monster from for Slayer at that point. Here we get Gano creatures and Avian Seas. Not going to do those. And I think, yeah, it was 8 monsters on the prefer list. I can't honestly remember at this point. But anyways, we get some more Acheron Mammoths, and there's only 34 of them this time. They do vary quite wildly in terms of how many you end up getting. You can get anywhere from just like mid 30s up to like mid 50s, so they're pretty variable in their amounts that you are receiving, but pretty quick task for sure, especially with such a low amount, and the XP from them is just the best, so not too bad at all. We'll always be doing those, and we are moving on to the next task here. After completing that one, we should be getting pretty close to that level up. Obviously, since there was so few, like, they give great XP per hour, but if you don't get a lot of them, they're not that great in terms of actually XP per task, but you still want to definitely do them. Next up here, we get some more Gemstone Dragons, which are probably my favorite task out of all because they are amazing XP, and they're also not really, you know, that sweaty to kill. They're not too tough. You just can bring your Steel Titan and everything and just range them, and it's not too bad. Mage is actually pretty inaccurate here if you're not using like an accuracy buff aura or anything like that. So it's honestly, in my opinion, just better just, you know, go for the range here, and it isn't too slow, but obviously it's not as fast as if you were able to like 4-tick or something. But these things obviously have a ton of health as well, which makes the task does take a bit of a long time, but the XP is just ridiculous from these guys. So we completed it there, and that probably got us over 1 million XP, or maybe just under 1 mil, but it definitely gets you a lot of XP, so we're probably quite close to the level up at this point. And we get some corrupted creatures, which are always good just to smash out really, really quick and easy. Here at the corrupted workers, definitely one of my up there with the Gemstone Dragons in terms of my favorite tasks, but these are mostly just because they're so nice and AFK and still provide some pretty sweet experience. But in terms of raw XP, the Gemstone Dragons are definitely my favorite for sure. So yeah, we finished up their task and we're heading back now. I'm not honestly really looking too forward to doing more Slayer for the next double XP, but I only need about 7 mil XP or so from this point I'm at right now to finish off the 120, so it won't be too bad. But I definitely got burnt out on Slayer after grinding it so hard, which is definitely something that can tend to happen, so it kind of sucks. And unfortunately we get even more Creatures of the Lost Grove, so we're heading back there once again, and looks like I'm trying to avoid death here with a nice Ice Asylum. Somehow I surged away and pulled that thing out to try and save myself, and now charging back in with next to no health to try and finish them off. This is a bit risky. Not sure what I was thinking here. Oh my god, do I actually survive this? There's no way. Looks like oh my god, that one could have just killed me. And I don't even have my sign up. Oh, I get the task complete, and then there's 20 seconds left on my aggro pot, so I probably just waited out. My gosh, how intense can Slayer get? You'll see right here at the Lost Grove, I guess. Not sure why I was being so stubborn. I could have just gone and banked really quick, but man, that was pretty crazy. And yeah, we're just waiting out the aggro pot timer here so we can go back in and retrieve our coil without incident. I don't believe they get on you if you have your coil on. Yep, I just surge in, grab it, and telly out. So that was pretty ridiculous. Because the really annoying thing is if you have like an Oldot coil out and it's hitting stuff, it won't let you like bank or anything because it'll keep canceling your interface because you'll be in combat, I'm pretty sure. So that's why I wanted to grab it before going back. Get some bad tasks there, so we go ahead and cancel and get some more bad tasks as well. So not too great, a bit unlucky there, because usually when you have so many good prefers, you'll end up getting one within a skip or two at most. So we skip again and get the Gemstone Dragons, which are amazing. So we're going to head over there, and I'm probably getting a Slayer level in this clip if I just had to guess. Yeah, definitely, because I still have 65 left to kill here, so there's no other reason why this clip would be in the video. We're going to be hitting 117 Slayer, and that was my goal for the double XP weekend, I believe. I don't even remember at this point because it's been like 2 months since the actual weekend, but I'm pretty sure the goal I set at the beginning was to get 117, and I managed to achieve that here, so I was pretty happy with that. It did take quite a lot of grinding to reach this point, but I did manage to do it. Or was it even only one? I don't even remember. Honestly, I'm not going to try and speculate. I'm pretty sure I had set the original goal of 117 though, and we managed to smash that out here at the Gemstone Dragons, which is where I get most of my Slayer levels, to be honest, considering how good they are in terms of XP. But yeah, we got a large amount of XP to get to the next level. I think that was like 7.5 mil or something like that. But next task we managed to pick up is some Abyssal Demons, which is quite easy and fast. You can just do them in the Kuradel Slayer dungeon here, and got someone who was trying to pick up my drops, I think, and I gave him the spot because I was done. Oh yeah, I was using some of my pulse cores that I had in my bank for this. At this point, I realized I had those and wanted to start using them because I mean anything I can get from more XP at this point, I was just going for to see if I could get one more level up or something like that. I don't even know. I didn't even see what task I got. Oh, Shadow Creatures, always nice. There's always that little bit of a chance you could grab yourself a nice elite clue scroll. I don't think it happened in this task, but there is that chance from these guys. Actually, I was probably capped out on elites at this point in the weekend because I wasn't doing clues at all during this time, and I was probably getting a decent amount of them from all my tasks, like Soul Devourers and stuff like that. Tend to drop them a decent amount, so that's most likely why you didn't see any from there. But we're gonna. Oh no, I think I had 24 only. I saw them right there when I was in the bank just for a second, so I think maybe it was 24, but. Either way, it's not a big deal, to be honest. Next task, we get some garbage Edemus or Nihils. Not going to do either of those. And we pick up another pretty bad one of Nihils or Rune Dragons. Not really looking to do those. Those aren't very good for XP. But we managed to pick up some Soul Devourers this time, so definitely we'll always do those. Really nice, fast and easy. And I don't think all those charms are from the Soul Devourers. I hope not. I'm pretty sure they're not that good for charms. But looks like I started to bring my heated tea flask with me finally, because I mean it's like it takes one inventory spot and saves me having to go to the bank after every task and like find it in there and get it out and everything. But I mean, not like that's like the biggest hassle in the world, but just a nice bit of convenience to have there. Next up we get Nightmare Creatures Gargoyles. Not too good. It's gonna be skipping, and I'm pretty much like able to maintain my points with the amount of skips I do need to use with my current prefer list. You know, I'm able to maintain the points because I will pretty much like 99.9% of the time get one of my good tasks that I want to do within 2 skips at most. So it tends to be not an issue in terms of keeping up the points, because I mean a lot of the time you'll just go there and get one of your good tasks from one of the 2 options, and it's like, you know, you don't even have to skip at all. So, and then obviously the point bonuses from task streaks add up pretty quick, and I think I ended up even profiting points overall from the whole weekend, so you definitely don't have to worry about it too much when you have a good prefer list. The skipping you need to do to maintain good tasks really doesn't affect your point totals too much. Let's try to stock up points for whatever reason, maybe for aura refreshers or something like that. But we got Acheron Mammoths here once again at the iceberg place or whatever. And one thing like this, like I wish that instead of like kind of how they did Camel Warriors, where you can go there, jump across a little thing and get to the island where they're at, they should have done something similar with like these guys here. And you know, the Wyverns are down in one of the caves that already existed in the game. Same with the Ripper Demons, they're in a cave somewhere nearby in the game. They should have had the Acheron Mammoths not be a different, like a completely separate part of the map. I feel like that's one of the kind of the weaknesses of new areas on RuneScape, is they're always like a completely separate location on the map, and you can't get there by like kind of walking, like. But even then, like that kind of place doesn't even show up on the world map. At least something like the Lost Grove that they added does show up on the world map, even though the way to get there is pretty strange and doesn't make too much sense. At least it is an addition to the map of the game, because if you look at the map of the game, honestly, and I'm just kind of like going off on a tangent here, but I'm still obviously doing the tasks and stuff as usual on the screen if you are watching. But if you look on the map, like there's honestly not a whole lot of new areas that have been added to the actual overall map world in the recent past, or whatever, however you want to say it, in the recent past, I don't know. But obviously you have the Lost Grove, but then you look elsewhere and it's like, where else is it? Oh, maybe they do have I'm not sure. There's like a blue island on the world map that's not labeled, but that could be the Mammoth Iceberg. I'm not sure what that is. It doesn't even say. But other than the Lost Grove, there's honestly like nothing even new on the world map in the recent past. So that's kind of lame. Obviously Menaphos is there, but that was already an existent location. You just couldn't enter it. So I wish they would move away from doing alternate locations for places. But anyways, back to the Slayer training discussion. Bit of a side tangent there that I just went on, but we just finished up Gemstone Dragons, looks like, so always a great task. And we are going to head back here for something new, and we get some shadow creatures. We are coming up on the last few clips of this video here and of the double XP weekend. It was definitely getting quite late at this point, but I was still out there grinding away, trying to finish off one final level before I went to bed. And as you can see by my circle of XP there at the top of the screen, we're not too far off. I'm not sure what XP it is exactly. Maybe I will show it in this clip. I don't know. I was trying to show it in every clip for most of the weekend, but at this point my mind was probably nearly on autopilot, just doing tasks over and over. And we get some more Creatures of the Lost Grove here, so we're gonna head over and do those. And this was like pretty much the task that kind of like burnt me out for good, and I was like, all right, I have to go to bed after this. Although I did do one more task, but like this was the one that kind of just like broke me, I guess. Not really. It was pretty much nearly the end of the double XP anyways, but this was definitely the task that I had decided was going to be one of my last couple as I was finishing it up, because it is the Sweat Fest and it is a bit of an annoyance to do, but it is such good XP, definitely worth it. And we finished it up there, and I'm not even realizing it. I don't know what I'm doing over here, but we pick up our cannon and we're getting the heck out of here, hopefully. I think there was some that were still low health and I wanted to kill off. Look, I can't even click on my Maxscape at this point. I'm fumbling over everything. It's not pretty, guys. It's really not. And it looks like I must have accidentally extended my Vampirism Aura there, because that can't have been intentional to have that be extended. So we have a long-ass Vampirism Aura to go, but we're not really going to be taking advantage of it. But, well, actually, for this next task, it is not too bad. We do get some Ripper Demons here, which are a good task, and I was like, okay, I'll do this one more task before I go to bed, because they are such good XP and everything. They're probably one of the best XP tasks in the game, competing with Gemstone Dragons for the most part. The only annoying thing is obviously they do have that insta-kill attack that can get you every now and then if you're not paying enough attention. And it was tough to pay attention at this point in the night, but I don't think I signed it. I usually do sign at least once on the task, and I'm just standing there getting shredded really quick. But as far as things go, this is the last Slayer task I'm going to be completing for this video, but we do have one more clip following up after we get our task here, and that is going to be some more Ripper Demons. And that was what I was like, all right, I'm not going back to do more Ripper Demons. This is it. I went into my bank and used up all of my Slayer training dummies, which I had saved for the very end when I really wanted to AFK, and we managed to get 118 Slayer off of those. So a full level more than what I had set out for at the beginning of the weekend. So pretty happy to be getting that 118 and the final level that we will have achieved for this weekend. And there it is. So we finished it off with all of the training dummies I had in my bank, just so I could make the most use of those. But that is going to be the end of this video and this episode of the Road to 120 Slayer, as well as the end of my double XP weekend grind fest on Slayer. We should be having maybe 3 or 4 episodes left in this series before we finish it off. Looking forward to being done with it, to be honest, because I am a bit burnt out on Slayer, like I said. Other than that, I'm still working on my other side goal that I prefer not to discuss in too much detail at this point, as well as obviously we will have a weekly vlog on Monday, so you guys can look forward to that. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.